Good morning. What's going on? How are we doing? All right. We are just going to play the Wizard a little bit this morning. We're not playing for a long time. I got some things I've got to do today. But we're going to play the old Wizard, which we should have buffs. We do. Brand new, fresh buffs. We're almost... Wait, I thought I had more XP than that. I thought it was only... I'm positive I logged out last night with more XP than that. That's weird. I'm going to check that because it was on my stream. That's strange. I'm going to check that right now. Very, very weird indeed. Oops. Wrong one. Wrong one. Oh no, my head's in the way. I'm lost. Yeah, my head's in the way. I can't see it. Well, I could have swore I logged out last night with more XP than that, but that's fine. We'll get there quickly. I thought I was one blue from 24. Yo, what's going on, Vor? How you doing, bud? Oh, somebody figured out the corrupted leather stuff. That's cool. Very interesting. Very interesting. Glad that they finally got those recipes in, or somebody finally figured them out, whichever one happened. I don't know which. You like spoilers? Yeah. Yeah, you might see them sometimes on a stream for sure. You know, like I try not to spoil too many people on stuff, but on a stream, you never know. Like, you never know. Why is this? Oh. Where do I want to put this today? I actually want to put this more like over here. Well, we can put it back here. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna get the rest of this level. 24 is upcoming. Then we have new spells to buy. Do I have enough money for new spells? Yikes. Maybe. Maybe I have enough money for new spells. We should get a new AoE. We get a new snare. Or we get a snare. And then we get a new AoE. And we get ports. Ports, ports, ports. Okay, what do we have? We got a bear, we got two bears. Two bars. Let's go ahead and start pulling them. One bear. Let's get this other bear. We get a third bear. And then we'll get... Is there a fourth bear? I don't see a fourth bear, so let's grab one of these wolves. Huh. That's weird. Oh, never mind. I was confused there for a second. But I figured it out. I was just being dumb for a second. Ow. Don't hit me, bears and wolf. Alright, let's circle back around. Come right up here. Sneak by this bear. What? I didn't get him. Well, that's just silly. That's just silly. Bears, wolves working together to end Gnome's Scourge. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, I did kind of come into their world and start killing them. was not very nice of me. It's kind of what we were talking about yesterday, you know? You get 63 mana per tick. That's weird. It's weird that you get this at level 20. Oh, never mind. Okay, I was misthinking on that. So you get 63 mana, yeah. Well, that's not cool, dude. That right there is why I didn't want to put the campfire there. I was not paying attention. Now we got to kill this. I probably should root it. Sorry, I'm talking in guild about some stuff. Mm-hmm. 24 coming up. I cannot wait. We'll hit 24 and then let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got 4 drakes. It looks like at least 3 drakes. Can't see a 4th. I like to do 4 drakes at the same time. Yeah, 24. Hopefully we got new AoE spell. We got teleports. We got snare. I don't know what else we get. I don't know if every dungeon has this problem, but it's messed up that higher level camps Wormsbane, so appropriate levels can't enjoy the dungeon fully. I mean, I agree with you, Ice. I've been trying to fight that good fight for months. That to me is an itemization issue. It's a soloing issue. It's a lot of those kind of things. That they're all kind of coming together, and they cause a larger issue. Right, it's the fight that I've been having for a while. Some people understand it, and some people are like completely oblivious to it. So I don't know. Hopefully we can figure that out. I think it's mostly an itemization issue, though. I would say more itemization than anything else. Dagnabbit. Alright, let's just go over here and well, no, I like to get some damage on these. What is itemization? It's it's where you put like items in the game and how powerful items are in the game and all that kind of stuff. That's itemization. And the issue is with Wormsbane armor is they've made it very good for its level and then didn't put in enough other gear from other places, especially at higher level, to compete with it. But it's not just that with Wormsbane armor. The other issue with Wormsbane armor specifically is that Wormsbane armor looks really cool, and people want it simply for its looks. Alright, am I only hitting 2 of these? What the heck? Come on, Drakes. Y'all need to get together. What the heck, dude? Why are these things like... They're out of sync. It's driving me bonkers. Oh, jeez. Now I'm out of mana. Give me a second. I'll respond to those. Are they just standing over there? That's strange. I must have done enough damage to all of them at this point. That's good. All right, let's see. Wait, where'd the mobs go? Come on. Come on. Can't tell how close they are. That should be good, right? Oh, was that an imperfect blue diamond? Flawed blue diamond. I don't want that garbage. Alright, let me go sit over here, out of the way. Out of the way of those dang wolves. Where's the armor is fair even for higher levels in its current state, and the items needed. Yeah, exactly. That's basically it. What do you think about 2 instances of each dungeon? No, we don't want to instance any of the dungeons. Nope. 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 That's not on the table right now. Good morning, good morning. How you doing, Brew? Stone, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. But yeah, so the reason that that people go back to Wormsbane for the armor is because the armor is good even for slightly higher levels, because you don't so that the reason is because they can't get it while they're there because you out level it too quickly. So that's the first reason. Then it looks really cool and it has pretty good stats on it. So that's reason number 2 that people go back for it. Reason number 3 is because they can out level it quickly and then go back and get it at higher level when it's easier to get. And then lastly, it's because it's harder to get. Say once you hit level 20 or 30, it's, excuse me, golly. It starts to become more difficult to obtain gear at those higher levels because you need a full group to do it in some cases. So that is the reason why. There are multiple reasons why. But hopefully, they fix that or change that in the future, because I personally feel like there should be better itemization throughout all the levels, and then require more gear to players at certain levels to be able to push farther. Because like spellcasters, for example, and I'm guessing you're most likely seeing spellcasters in there. Spellcasters, for example, are just they're leveling very quickly past decent armor. But then they're able to go back and easily solo that stuff. Just sit at a camp, a lot of times with their pet. And their pet can pretty much kill everything in there. So they can just sit there with their pet, and then as soon as something spawns, just pet attack. Or like with a wizard, just like one nuke. Oh my gosh. It's the advantages of being a solo class for sure. Oh my goodness gracious, why are these wolves not dying? Oh, come on. And of course I got a fizzle. Went the other day trying to get cloth scraps and basically let them kill self on damage shield. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, it's not hard to go back and kill low level stuff, which is part of the problem. But I don't know how they're gonna fix that exactly. Okay, we can go back to town. We are level 24. We can go get our snare, our new AoE. These are probably going to start becoming like... I mean, they're still blue, but... yeah. Was always a problem in EQ. Yeah. It definitely was a problem in EQ as well. Medium quality wolf, bear, low quality. Do they have high quality pelts over there? I don't have any high quality pelts. That's crazy. Is camping Wormsbane the best way to level early? Enchanting, disenchanting? Probably not, no. You can camp mobs, or you can harvest and try to get fronds and crystallize magic. It's another way to do it. That's what I would probably recommend, is just running around and doing that. You know, enchanting and disenchanting early levels is pretty painful. Any good spots for 32 Druid to solo? 32. Yeah, you could go down and do the Smugglers. Down on the beach in Fallen Pass. That's probably what I'll do around 30. You could probably go solo Poachers in Keeper's Bite. Okay, level 24, 24, 24. 24, boom. Let's do this, let's do this. So let's buy Arcane Bonds. Which one is this? Encumber the target, and those around it with Arcane Bonds. Increase their movement for 2 minutes. Nice. So that is our AoE snare. We're going to put that over here for now. Then we have Blanket of Magma. Which is going to go right there. And then we have Blaze, which is our new nuke, right? New fire nuke. Put that there. Then we have Electric Resistance. We can put that here, I think. I don't know how many of these we get. We may have to move those around. We have Evershade Weld Portal. Glass Flats Gate. Greater Spell Shield. There's lore. I don't think these spells are worth buying at all. I'm not gonna. Well, we'll buy them just for having them for testing sake if it ever comes up. But I don't think they're worth buying. Magic resistance. Where do we want to put magic resist? Probably here for now. We got Shaded Portal, Shaded Dunes Portal. Put that one here. Veil of Zentar Gate. And then we got to wait to level. Okay. Imbue protection of will. What is this one? What? So that's one of the new staff mechanics. At 28, I can fear mobs for 6 seconds in a frontal cone. That's crazy. Huh. Your target. Okay, well, we'll go with that for now. You said harvest fronds and crystallized magic. Yeah, so you have to use harvest herbalism to harvest herbs to get the fronds, F-R-O-N-D-S, frond. And then ore, you can harvest ore, mining ore, and you can get the crystallized magics. It's just a rare drop off of those. Wait, didn't I get cold resist as well? Or did I only get... Oh, electric resist. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so greater spell shield. Get rid of that. Put that here. So we don't get a new arcane infusion. Seal of magic, guile. We don't have any of these new, right? All right. So, but we did get a new blaze, so we don't need this one anymore. We did get a new fire AoE, so we can get rid of that one. We don't get a new electric one yet. So we do have electric wave for now. Okay, cool. Well, very nice, very nice. I don't know why I'm running. I just had gate up. I could just gate. Yeah, I wonder how, like, they're going to take away these staff and melee mechanics. I know what I wanted instead of, we wanted arcane bonds. So we'll put that up here. Now, I'm wondering if I can do those mobs out. I wonder if we can do those mobs that are out in glass flats now. Yay, I got south. Because those, I feel like those mobs, and like people were saying those mobs are higher than I thought they were. I keep thinking, So I don't know if those are going to actually work. Let me think. Because I don't think we can go to the beach yet. I think those are actually too high out there. I mean, I could go back to where I was. I mean, that was pretty good XP. Even at 24. And it would be just a lot easier now. Yeah, let's just go back there for a little bit. And we'll see how it goes. There you go. This guy's selling those things, Ice. So Magic Frond. This is what you're looking for to level up your enchanting at low levels. Buy those and the crystallized magic. He's selling these, though, for 15 silver each. Those things sell for a ton. It's because people haven't figured out the cheesy way to do it yet. Or, well, I guess it's not that. It's... You got to be level 40 plus to do... Where you can actually go do it easily. They just need to fix that. Maybe we'll get to like 25, 26. And I could get to 28 and then go do the... I don't know. These are just not going to be great for too much longer over here where I'm at. I think they're going to be fine for now. Look at that little dinghy. Oops. What's the cheesy way? It's not a cheesy way to get fronds. It's just a cheesy way to level up. It's not really cheesy. It's just broken right now. There's just too many mobs give an item that you can disenchant. I've talked about it many times. It's over on the Bashira Island out in Shallow Shoals. I talk about it all the time. Devs need to fix it. But you can't do it until you're level 40-ish, like high 30s or 40. Come on. Almost didn't cast fast enough. I was scared. I'm scared, guys. A grizzly bear. Oh no, my fire's gone. I'm gonna put that fire in a different spot because I don't think it really matters where I put the fire, though. There's always going to be bears and things sneaking up on me. We'll just use it. It's fine. I think it'll be easier now with the arcane bonds, now that we can AoE snare everything. Be a lot easier to kite. Do 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 do. Alright, I guess we get these wolves first, since they're over here. Get the wolves. The wolves. Oh, there's a drake. Of course, of course, of course, I would get a drake. Come on, wolf. I need you to come too. We're making a pack. Wolf pack. Come on, wolves. Oh, good little wolves. Alright, they are together. That's what we want. And then we come over here. Only problem is, how much mana is this going to be? 70 mana? Yikes. No, I think the load screens are going to stay. I don't think they're getting rid of those at all. Not to my knowledge. Did they resist? Oh, just one resisted? You serious right now, wolves? There we go. Wow, that used up a lot of mana to cast those spells. I need to get my alteration skill up. This is not... It's using up more mana than it did previously. That's crazy. That's not too bad, I guess, for a hell level. And we can stick it here for a little bit. Is it worth to start with the first AoE to get your mark magic proc on them going? I don't know. I don't think so, set for because. Oh well, it might be worth. Well, the mark of magic only lasts for 15 seconds. It might be worth it, yes. So you're saying before you do bonds or something else. What I'm thinking in higher levels, like at level 50 plus, it might be better to cast the low level AoE, the lowest level one possible, like 4 times, and then cast your big AoE damage to get on the final proc, and then plus the damage on top of that. But I don't think it's worth doing mathematically at lower levels. Yeah, like I don't know. It might be better. Like we talked about that not too long ago, and people were saying that mathematically it's not better, but it might be. Like I haven't done the math because the first one is, let's look at it. The first one is only 35 mana, so if I cast that 4 times, that's 120 plus 20, so 140 mana for 4 casts of that. And that would be 120 damage. So 120 damage for 140 mana. And then I would do this, which is 125 mana, and then do this for the damage afterwards. And yes, that might be more mana efficient because that's going to be 16% more damage on this spell going forward every single nuke. But I haven't mathed it all the way out. But it probably is, especially as you get higher level. It's going to be more mana efficient to do that way. I mean, the best way actually is using your staff, because you can hit your staff like this right here. Actually hits 4 times. If you let it keep going, it'll hit 4 times. So the best way is probably to tab between them, hit 4 times on your 4 targets, and then nuke them immediately. And then that saves you all the mana. But it only lasts like 15 seconds. It does not last very long. Here, let's get this wolf instead. The wolves, the wolves. Get back over here to my fire. No wolves. We're good. All right, let's just get back over here to my fire so we can get my XP bonus. We want to have maximize XP bonus. Do you know that gnome is the best race? I mean, I love gnomes. I'm very partial to gnomes because gnomes were my original character in EverQuest way back in the day. I was a gnome enchanter. So I am very partial to gnomes, yes. I don't know how far away that wolf is. I don't think that wolf is close enough to get the AoE. So we're going to spin over here. Yeah, that wolf was definitely not close enough. Now it is. Oh, shoot, wrong spell. Perfecto. So yeah, now I can do like this. You know, and then tab. And then do this. And then tab. But I don't think this is actually going to be better. Because I can't get all of them. So I think it would be better just to do the other nuke, you know? Oh, whoops, that's the wrong button. Shoot. I hit Blaze instead, so that wolf is now going to be lower level or lower health than everything else. Yeah, I don't know if all that build up is worth it or not. Probably is not. At least at this level. I would say at higher levels it probably is. How do gnomes walk around here? Their head is large. I mean, that is true. Yeah, their heads are huge. They're huge. It's because of those big brains they have. My guess is that's how they walk. They're so smart, they understand the balance of their head, and they know exactly how to hold their head up perfectly so that they don't fall over. I hate that I'm running around barefoot, though. I feel like a hobbit. I need to get some. I need to get some better wisdom or better wizard gear. Hopefully, we start doing some more camps soon. I would like to. Speaking of that, I wonder if they responded to Esar's discussion. They have not. Casters don't feel too hot. I agree. I agree. I mean, it depends on the caster. They don't feel too hot, though, in their damage, which I think is what people focus on. Add compass. Compass stars around the city. Maybe. Place torch needs illumination. Oh, yeah. It's less illuminated. Yeah, I feel like just wanted to say that I ran across this and noted it. Me to look at. Thanks for comparison shots, by the way. Yeah, well, that's good. That's good that they're actually adding in more illumination. This is why we've been saying that it's so dark. It's like, come on, guys. Come on. Game dark. Do you know how to... Wait, I'm loving the rogue right now. So many kicks. Just wish corpse drag with sprint wasn't so slow. What makes it slow? Just being in stealth is slow. Do you know how to get started with trade skill stuff? I found the tailor trainer but can't find a loom or anything. The loom is literally right next to the tailor trainer. You just wouldn't probably recognize it. But yeah, for tailoring, go outside the tailor trainer. I'm assuming you're in Night Harbor, which could be wrong, but go out of where the tailor trainer is. And to the left is a cloth merchant. You can buy a tailoring bag off of that cloth merchant. And you can have a trade skill pouch tailoring bag. Now, you can't make everything out of that tailoring bag. Some things are exclusive to the loom, which is right next to the trainer. Yeah, I think it should be a toggle set for. I don't know that the devs are going to do that, but I agree with you guys that it probably should be a toggle. I concur. I concur. Oh no, it's raining. Why is it raining? Oh, there's a drake down there. Oh, it's a drake forest. Forestling drake. Let's grab this one over here. Nothing near the trainer is interactable. Are you in Night Harbor? Like, I need to know which trainer you're at. In Night Harbor, right next to the trainer, there's a loom that's interactable. It just, you may not notice it. Right click on it, left click on it, click a bunch. But there's definitely a loom right next to the trainer. Oh, shoot, I can't get... That's right. I was going back to my campfire, but I can't actually... Oh my gosh, look at all those fizzles. How do you get here? You can get here by taking the boat, which is currently broken. So you can use the teleporters. But you go from Night Harbor down to the docks and take the boat. Oh my goodness gracious. Of course you would resist. Silly Drake. Alright. How to get there? I have not left. The name of this place. What do I tell the little gnome at the dock? Little gnome at the dock, you're going to say shoals. And he's going to take you to shallow shoals. And then you're going to target, I think it's a human that's standing there. It might be an elf. Anyway, there's a character standing there. Target them and say keepers. So shoals and then keepers to get to here. And then this is keeper's bite. And then once you get here, you will actually end up right at that dock right here where this person is running. And you're going to come over here to the elevator. Come up the little lift elevator thing, and then you'll be here in pin rest or pin whatever it's called. Are the mining nodes to the elf starting area broken? They might be. A lot of the mining nodes have been broken for a little while. So yes, they very well might be broken right now. The devs are aware of the broken nodes. I don't know when the fix might be coming or anything like that, but they are aware of it. Just got beta access yesterday. Was going to go mining. Yeah, they're in the process of fixing it. You can either try to find other nodes or just wait for the fix. I feel like it's the copper nodes that are getting the worst of it. Like the nodes in the, like the early nodes, and they're just broken everywhere. I don't know if that's because people are interacting with them more, or if it's specific to those or what, but it does seem to be those are the more commonly broken ones. Just a few spots that are stuck. There you go. Yes, might have to look around a little bit. Which class change are you most excited, least excited to see? I'm excited to see all of them. I mean, I know it's a cop-out answer, but I'm excited to see all of them because there's just a lot of direction in this game that I can't wait for. I'm just like really, really, really excited to get this to get this game going in the direction that it needed to be going a while ago, or it meant to be going a while ago, and it just hasn't gone that direction. I just feel like, you know, for a long time in this game, we've kind of lost its way, and I don't like it. But right now, I'm just excited that, like, I'm excited for the rogue poison, for rogues to finally get their full potential in. I'm really excited for that. I don't know. I'm excited to get rid of Charm, or not get rid of it, but adjust Charm so that it's not this overshadowing ability that everybody has to have. I'm excited that the fighter is no longer going to be looked at as a DPS class, and instead it is going to be looked at as a as an actual tank. Not that it wasn't looked at as a tank, but too many people were looking at it as a DPS. And like, oh, it's going to flex into DPS. And it's like, it's not. I don't know. That whole thing is frustrating to me. Actually, let's just do... Let's do that to finish him off. And we'll go back over here, sit down, and good. What level can wizards start quadding? Level 8, technically. You get your first quad spell at level 8. I would recommend getting Speed of the Wild if you're going to do it. It really helps out. You can't quad without Speed of the Wild well. You could do it, but it would be a pain in the butt. Until level 24, because that's when you actually get your first AoE snare. Now, all of this could be changing whenever they do the class updates for the wizard. We don't know if they're going to get an AoE snare at higher level. And we don't know like how their quad damage is going to be at higher level. So we'll just have to see. I just got holy water from Timon in Wormsbane. Do you know what its purpose? I don't. It's probably going to be for a class quest. But I don't know for sure what the holy water is for. The new nodes do look better. I think Chinny showed them off somewhere. Yeah, the new nodes are looking better. Chinny D is a world or level zone designer. He does a pretty good job. But yeah, the new nodes do look better. I saw when I first logged in. Excuse me, I was running around actually here in this zone looking for mine or herbalism nodes somewhere, wherever it was, and I saw one of them, and I was like, oh wow, that looks different, and I thought it was a completely different new node that I've never seen before, so I went to try to harvest it, and it was just like a copper node. But yeah, they do look better. Poison's gonna be fun. I can't wait for rogues to get their poison and get their full kit in. They've been without a kit for so long, to where rogues, it's like they could be good damage if you have good weapons, but it takes so long to get good weapons that it's kind of defeats the rogue. Same thing with Spellblade. Spellblade is a really good class once you gear it up, but before you gear it up, it just feels like a really bad class. What class race combo are you going to main early access? Probably a dwarf fighter right now, most likely. Is rogue not good DPS at the moment? Like I said, it could be good DPS if it has good weapons and high strength. Then yes, a rogue can be decent DPS. But other classes outshine the rogue in many ways, unfortunately. All right, let's go get some more. Rogue suffers versus damage shield the most. Oh yeah, it does. It absolutely does. Yeah, damage shield destroys it. I'm hoping that there in poison there's like a remove damage shield kind of poison or something. I don't know how they could do it. Like thematically, I don't know how that would actually work. But I'm hoping for a remove poison or remove damage shield poison. Or maybe giving that to Spellblade. Just somebody else other than just the Paladin should probably get a remove damage shield. I mean, I don't know. They might be going in the direction where they only want certain classes to be able to do certain things. Which is a direction they seem to be going with the recent updates, patch, or class update things. So we'll see what they do with that, but yeah, somebody's got to be able to get rid of damage shields better. We need more classes that are able to do that. Oh my gosh. Please don't hit the grizzly bear with my nuke. Those dang gems. Did it stop raining? Nope, still raining. Of course, it's still raining. What is the boot clicky on the hotbar? Boot clicky on the hot... Oh, that's my slippery ability. So if I get... if I'm rooted or snared on my wizard, I can hit that and get out of a root or snare. It is it's a gnome racial trait. Yeah, then this one right here is intelligent, which... Intelligent's kind of pointless. I mean, I could use intelligent, like... Because it lasts... How long does intelligent last? Like 15 seconds, I think? Yeah, 15 seconds. So I could use intelligence, and then I could get off, like... 2 of these casts. Almost a third, but not quite a third. I can get off 2 of these casts while I have, like, super high intelligence. Every 5 minutes, which I should probably do, honestly. And it would increase my damage a little bit. It doesn't increase it a ton, but it'd be a 50% increase in my intelligence, which would take my 60 intelligence up to 90 intelligence. Not a huge boost, but it would be more damage. Like right now, I could do it and go intelligent and then 2. So that did 145 damage. Yeah, it didn't even... I don't think it increased my damage at all from my initial. Pretty sure it didn't. I'll check in a second, but I'm pretty sure that Blanket of Magma is 145 damage, so... My favorite dungeon is, by far, is Grimtide Sanctum. I love Grimtide Sanctum. Yikes. You see that lightning? That was right there. Holy moly. That guy had a good shot of that lightning. Literally almost struck that guy. I really should put out a fire underneath one of these trees. Or find a place that I can... Yeah, let me go see if I can find a spot. I could probably do it right underneath. This should be sheltered. Should be. But there's spiders over there is the only problem. I don't want to deal with the spiders. But... yeah, right underneath here should be fine. Sheltered. We'll do that. So we can at least get rested XP. We have no idea when the class changes go live. We don't. Yeah, we don't know. Might go help help a cleric level up some and maybe get some gear out of it at the same time. Oh, I'm not at 20 minutes yet. Okay, let's get this bear. And this bear. And let's see. What else can we get? I see another bear. Oh, I see drakes. I see a bear and a wolf. Let's get the bear and the wolf. Come here, bear. Well, we might get... Hang on. Grizzly bear resisted. How dare you resist my spell, grizzly bear? Dang it. Oh my gosh, dude. Are you serious right now? What? Well, that's weird. That wolf just like stopped right there. That was so weird. Dang it. I'm trying to line up this stupid wolf and this drake is in the way. What a pain. All right, I'm going to go help out a guild group and go gate back to town here. We'll play the Play the wizard more later on. I got a couple hours, though. Guild group needs a tank. Oh, my gosh. Gate fail is one of the worst mechanics. It's rough, dude. It happens too often, I feel like. But, you know, whatever. I don't know. What the heck? That was weird. Safe Hill. Okay. I don't like the overweight to gate port either. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of annoying. It doesn't become much of an issue later on, but yeah. People want me to pug, right? Here we are. I've had so many people that are like, you should pug more. You should pug more. Okay. I'm doing it. I'm be pugging. This is the pug life. pug life for me. I don't know who's going to pull out of this group, though. In order to loot corpses, you have to be in the party when it dies. You have to be in the party or when it fades. Or sorry, not fades, but like after when a mob dies, you have like 4 minutes to loot it or something, and then after that, I think it's 3 minutes or 4 minutes again before it disappears. Oh boy. There goes dung. Uh-oh. Going the wrong way again. Oh my gosh, dude. What the heck? All these stuns. Oh boy. Wait, do we have a bard? So we just have the... Oh my goodness, we don't have any mana regen. That's gonna be rough. That's alright. We should be good. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what this group wants. How's MnM? Did they manage to stomp out all the hate from drama recently? There's always going to be some of that. Always going to be some drama. Always going to be some hate. That's never going to go away. Good morning. How you doing? Been any talk of the class changes will start to roll out? We don't know. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, whoops. Oopsie daisies. Got like 3 Sowcasters in here. Somebody. There we go. See, that's why these guys got to learn to root better. Like the mobs are just like all over the place. I'm gonna end up dying. You gotta like root CC. This is why I don't group. I mean, yeah, they got to root CC a lot more. Like, I can tank as many as I can, but... Anyway, sorry. Yeah, this is exactly why a lot of people don't group. It's just I mean, it's tough. It's tough getting a group together and then getting them breaking camps and all that. It's very hard, and when XP is better solo, it feels kind of bad. Every group I join is a dream. Yeah? You're very lucky then. When one person leaves, it starts a chain reaction where everyone leaves? Oftentimes, yeah. It depends on who leaves, but oftentimes it does. How goes your adventure this morning? I mean, it's going. What's your opinion on the deep races? Feel kind of low effort to just make slightly different versions of the same race? They're actually a lot different. Like, if you actually get up close and look at them, they're not just like slight differences. They're pretty different. Culturally, they're extremely different, and their models are completely different, and we'll have unique animations rigged to those models. Yeah, eventually they're going to be a lot different, like more and more. Yeah, this is kind of a lowish level group of 48s. I think we're fighting level 52s here, up to level 52s. So... Oh boy. Hope they rename those races to sound more unique. I don't know that they will. I mean, I get it. I get where you're coming from, but I think that's kind of the idea of the races. Yeah, they're from the deep, so they're just like gnomes from the deep and elves from the deep. So, I mean, it makes sense. They're the reason for the names makes sense. Okay. We're getting there, boys. Boys and girls. Sometimes it just takes time, you know? It takes time to get it all done. Yo, what's going on, JR? How you doing, bud? What are you up to? Just kind of helping out this group, trying to do a little bit of a pug, and help out some people get some XP. Just kind of hanging for a bit. I got a volleyball game to go to later on, so I can't get into too much. How does it work if you're 60? Group with them? It works fine. Yeah, you can group with people 2/3 your level. So at 60, I can group with a 41. It should be 40, but it's just 41. Do they get less XP because you're in the group or same split? It's the same split as far as I know. As long as we're killing mobs that are like, you know, decent level. What's on the docket for today? Not much. I only have like an hour-ish left. And I got some stuff to do today. Family time, you know? Sounds good. No lauder for me, so having vicariously through your streams. Oh, bummer. Well, I appreciate you being here for the streams. I'll keep streaming. I don't plan to stop streaming this game, so this is kind of a forever home for now. I might play some other games here and there. But for now, this is it. What are the games you're interested in? A lot. There's a ton of games I want to play. I'll be playing Solasta at some point, whenever that comes out. Like, you know, games like Crimson Desert. I even like those games, you know. But right now I'm just kind of focused on Monsters and Memories. Doing as much as I can in this game. Learning as much as I can. Trying out different classes. All that kind of stuff. Ah, shoot. What do you predict for EA subs? I think the devs will be pleasantly surprised. A lot of friends said it would push back that aren't enclosed yet. Oh, yeah. I think I don't think they're going to be surprised. I think they know exactly what they're going to be getting. I think it's going to be like a good 30,000. Maybe upwards of like 50 for the first month. I think they're going to maintain a good 20 to 30 for a few months at least. Does that air elemental have 2 measure sticks equipped? No. It's probably just 2 of the proccing stabs that elementalist can summon. Someone needs to loot this. Didn't know you could equip elementals. You can give pets weapons, yeah. You can give pets weapons. Is that the ranger? We don't have a ranger in the party. No. Or are you talking about the charred grove keeper over here? What? Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, we need a lot more root CC going on here. We're not getting nearly enough root CC. Like, I don't know what to tell people here. Now we have... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Hi. It is pretty warm in here. I noticed that myself. petition to rename Ranger to Camper since you only get them for campfire. I would not be surprised if people tried to do that. Is that already a petition on Discord? I wouldn't be shocked at all. It seems like people want to rename every class in this game now with these new class changes. Did you wake up the kids yet or no? So he did get up, but he didn't take his meds this morning? He's got to get on that. All right. Shadow Knight is going to be sad boy from here on out. Nice. All right, we'll be back in a second, guys. I need to get my kiddo, make sure he takes his meds. So give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see. LFG list. Any tanks? I don't see any tanks. Looks like there was an accident. Yeah, there's been a couple of accidents. Yeah, we need to get a lot of CC over here. Unfortunately, this is it's a tough camp to break. You definitely need CC. And we don't really have any CC in the party other than roots. And people need to root, but we got to root them away from other people. And it's just, I don't know. It's just kind of, this is one of those things where, like, I feel like people need to group more. I don't know what this group has done, but people need to group more and learn how to do more types of CC in groups. $3K health, thick boy. Yeah, I mean, it's just not a lot of health. I could use some better gear, but it's not bad. I do need to get some better gear at some point, though. We might start camping gear soon. If we can get everybody on to actually go do it. That's the problem. Like, I'm going to be busy later today. Volleyball games and all that fun stuff. What do you think of agility versus stamina? I've heard agility is better returns right now for tanking. You notice any decline? Agility is better for tanking, I would say. That's kind of why I put a lot of points. You can see I have 90 agility, 90 stamina. I would say that agility is very good right now. Yeah. Agility just helps you avoid more attacks, which is nice. 73 unbuffed, 44 fighter so far. 73 unbuffed stamina. That's good. Yeah, it's probably more than what I have right now. I might have like 75. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Yeah, I might have around 75 stamina. It's not a crazy amount. How do you play this game? Very carefully. No, go to or exclamation point beta in chat. That'll take you to their website, and you got to opt in, and then get selected on Fridays. And good luck, yes. Scars of Autumn doesn't look great, in my opinion, but their current marketing campaign with key giveaways and whatnot is smart. Yeah, I don't think it looks very good. I don't like it. It's a PvP focused game, so it's not for me. Well, I wouldn't say PvP focused, but it's got a decent amount of PvP in it. Monster Memory could generate a ton of hype with the key giveaway in a month or two. Yeah, they could. They could do a lot of stuff with it. I mean, I'm hoping what I hope for is that they open up a second PvE beta server once they get these class updates out and they get the economy fixed and they figure out their leveling curve and things like that. Once they get a good bit of the updates they've been talking about for a while in, then it would be a very nice time for them to have a fresh start, brand new beta server, but leave the other server up so that the high-level players can also check out the changes in the game. So we need a little bit of both. Yeah, it would be nice to have another fresh start server once they get it in, though. Like, people kind of want a fresh start server now, and that's just not going to be a lot of data for the devs. It would be bad data for the devs if they started a fresh start server right now. They already have the data for what they currently need. But a fresh start server, like in maybe a month or 2 months, would be very beneficial. So, like, what is it now? May? So, May and then June, have a new fresh start server in July would probably be very beneficial to them. And then have July and August to see how people progress on that server. And then lock it in September. Lock the build and then just fix bugs and then October release. Pantheon's coming out too with BOE items. Yeah. And I think that's a good direction to go for Pantheon. They finally released, from at least something I read, their PTR is coming up in a couple days, right? But I don't know, but they're going to be locking characters at level 10 on the PTR. I don't know what's going on with that. Like I don't know. I might load it up for a day and see what happens. Mind showing the macro again you use for your skills? Sure. It's just cast. Mine right now is just cast 1, 2, and 3. So at Frenzy, Rend, Armor Break, and then attack on. I took Taunt off of it. I took Kick off of it. Since I have my Acrobatics is now maxed, I don't need Taunt or Kick on the bar anymore. For a long time, I left it on the bar just to level it up. Needs more Priest types? Yeah. You use Kick and Taunt while tanking? No, I do use Kick and Taunt while tanking. I just took them off my macro. Kick and Taunt are still up here. They're right there. Boom, boom. I just removed from my macro. I pad them on my macro. So Kick you put on the macro because you want to get it maxed out. You want Acrobatics to be maxed. So I got it to 305. And then Taunt's kind of the same thing. You want Taunt for your martial ability. Make sure you get that as high as possible. And it should also be maxed out at 305. So, yeah. Oh, I said bar. Yeah, I just misspoke. My bad. Yeah, would anybody in chat prefer to see some Pantheon whenever they do the PTR? I'm debating if I want to check it out for like a day or two. I just don't know, man. Just don't know. I think maybe I could when we're not doing anything in Monsters and Memories. I may spend a day or two like leveling up to 10 or something. I might make a solo class. You're gonna play it? I think there's a lot of people that don't have access to Monsters and Memories that will play it. They will absolutely go and play and at least check it out. But yeah, like I said, it's supposed to be up to like level 10. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Definitely checking it out. However, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be trash. I mean, I kind of in that same boat. I think it's gonna be trash too. We will see. We will see. Think they're gonna copy paste WoW with different graphics and abilities, and it's going to work for them? Oh, that's what they think they're gonna do. Yeah. If they make that game too much like World of Warcraft, it will not work out. Which I do agree with you. I think that's the direction that they're going. They're making it very World of Warcraft. Unfortunately. Like, I feel like they're making the game too, I don't know. I think they're trying to make World of Warcraft, but group-friendly World of Warcraft, which could work. Like, what these old school MMOs, in my opinion, what they need to do, at least one of them, needs to really focus on the group side of the game and make sure that grouping is the best way to play it. And I think that they're going to get a lot of love if they do that. Unfortunately, there's so many people out there that are like, no, I want it to be solo friendly. So these devs are trying to make group the focus, but then have it solo friendly. But what they're ending up doing is making the game way too soloable for a lot of people, and taking the focus off of group. Like, I think this game is very much a group-focused game, but it's too solo-friendly to where people don't want to group. And I think Pantheon's kind of doing the same thing. A grindy EQ type game with WoW combat would be amazing. It would be, yeah, but it would be fun, but I don't see it happening. Like, the group focus is the part where they're not getting that, unfortunately. It's because so many people out there don't have time to find a group and then quit 30 minutes later. That happens too, yeah, a little bit. That happens. They, like, I think that it's causing, some of that is causing that, though, making the game so solo focused, and then you have people that log in looking for a group. Unfortunately, people aren't grouping enough to where it's easy for that person looking for a group to find a group. You know, so, like, I don't know. I think those two things are kind of combating each other. They're like, okay, well, we can't find a group, so let's make the game more solo-focused or more soloable. And then you make it so soloable that nobody wants to group. So then it makes it where it's harder for those people to group, and they continue to make it more and more and more soloable. So I don't know. They really need to push that group focus. I think they need to push it really hard and just be like, either you're going to like it or you're not going to like it. You know, if you don't have time for the solo side of the game, then you don't have time for it. Or for the group side of the game, then you don't have time for it. Like, that's just how I look at it. I mean, if they continue to focus on that solo aspect of the game, these games are not going to make it. They're all going to end up being WoW clones. You know, the quote unquote WoW clones. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Guy that claims they want a game to be super hard and then says they want to be able to solo, it just means that they want to put on a show for people. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. If they would let you play, you could be my druid. That'd be nice. There's not enough people in the game to form groups. I think there are enough people. I really do, but majority of people right now are playing solo-friendly classes. Like, very solo-friendly classes. And they're lower level, which makes it even easier to solo. So I think that's what's going on. Leaning into social aspect makes it so easy to get groups. I've got 20 people on my friends list. Somebody hits me up in 5 to 10 if I'm LFG. Yeah, exactly. That's how I look at it, Quackums. Like, if they were to focus, just really go hard on that group focus of the game and require, like, I know people are going to hate this word, require people to group to really do anything in this game, people will start to form those friendships and those bonds. And then as soon as you log in, people will be like, hey, You want to group? You want to group? You want to group? But right now, so many people are focused on the solo side because they say it's too hard to group. So they don't even, some of them don't even try to group because soloing is so efficient. So it ends up hurting the game overall. I don't know. With social skills. I mean, I get you there, Rogue. Why group when you can solo? Grouping is just a waste of time. I agree. I agree. It is. It is a huge waste of time. We need to get more roots going here. There we go. We got a root on that one now. Like this right here is exactly why I say that enchanters don't need to even, they don't need to have charm. Like enchanter would be welcome in this party without charm. They just don't need it. They would absolutely be wanted just for the mana regen and the mez. That's it. That's all this group needs. The heck? Oh, I jumped. Whoops. Good morning, Ray. How you doing, bud? Lag much? Costco's up 20 cents in 2 days. Oof. Rough. Hi, what?
They had practice again that she didn't tell me about.
Oh, Jesus.
So Charlotte came by and got her, so I'm here.
Okay.
We leave at like 12:45 altogether.
That's what I was planning.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to try to find this group a replacement tank, so as soon as I do, I'll get up. Do you ever sword board as a fighter, or is DPS best for aggro? DPS is best right now, or just dual wield is just better for a lot of reasons. Mostly because shield doesn't do enough, is the short answer to that. Yeah, hopefully we get more. Hopefully we get more. What the heck? Shield skills. There we go. Caught the tail end of your group solo conversation. My only wish is solo when I'm gathering resources. I want to be able to survive the random pathing mob. No way should solo be good. Yeah. That's that. I mean, yeah, you should be able to survive it. But like a spellcaster that may not be able to take the hits, you can just root it and run it off, you know? Oh boy, both healers are feared. Fun stuff. Good times. Does human innate break fear? Yeah, I believe it does. I think it's fear, mez, some other things. Good reason to be human cleric then? It is, yeah. Human's a solid race to be, for sure. I think that they should give humans a pretty good racial ability for that reason, to get people to play it. Everyone worries about stats, not realizing gear can overcome humans' lower starting stats. I mean, yeah, they're not even that much lower. They're just normalized. Are they lower overall? I don't feel like they are. They're just more like, they're more spread out. Yeah, they're very balanced, exactly. But I think that overall, whoops. I remember correctly, goblins have the lowest base stat for charisma, but they have like 23 agility base. Yeah. Yeah, goblins are very good for like rogues. Very, very solid rogues. Very solid. I don't know. They're good at a lot of things. The thing is, you can only cap out at like one stat, right? So, if you want to play like a wizard, well, that's a bad example for reasons. But like if you play rogue, you're gonna want to cap out like your strength and dexterity as much as possible, right? So starting out, you're gonna cap out one stat no matter what. Oh shoot, we gotta save Misty. The camp is clear. What are you trying to get to this spot? This is a named camp. There's like 3 different names you can actually pull to this area. So it's a really, really good named spot. One of the the main name that you would camp here also has 5 really good items. 4 of which are best in slot for the people that can use them. It's really dumb. Like, I don't know. Is that the shoulders? Yeah, shoulders, belt, weapon, and wrist. It's got 2 times shoulders on it, yeah. 2 different shoulders. But yeah, shoulders, belt, weapon, and wrist are literally best in slot for the people that can use them. It's way, way, way overkill. Way overkill. Like, I don't know why. I'm assuming it was Jahar that did it, but they added in items to this mob that they didn't need to add anything to this mob, and it was already worth killing. And then they added in more items to it that made it even better. That's not gonna be a problem. It's a problem now, is the issue. Like, it's already an issue. It's just silly, man. Like, I feel like sometimes the devs don't really, I don't know. I don't want to say anything bad about anybody because, like, I'm not trying to pick on anybody, but literally Jahar's job, to my understanding, Jahar's job was to come in and make itemization better. And in my opinion, that has not happened. With sarcasm, it's a huge problem. Yeah, it's a very, very big problem. You need to make a guild of all goblins and call it the Horde. Yeah, that'd be a fun guild. What healers can the goblins be, though? That would be a problem. I don't know that you can be any healer as a goblin, can you? You could be a shaman? Okay. Yeah, then it could be doable. Because you want to be able to have, like, you know, if you're going to make one class or one race, I feel like you need to make sure that you have, like, you know, all the classes available. Or all the roles available. Druids are bad? You think so? I think druids are good. Goblin, oh, the druid stats are bad? Can goblins be druids? I don't know if they can. Like, I don't ever look at goblins. One of the most annoying classes to get ganked by? What, druids? Oh, shoot. Have you ever had a bug where a pouch of inventory disappears? I've had all sorts of bugs for various reasons. A pouch disappearing, maybe. Usually it comes back though. What are these con to me? These are dark blue. And they do hit quite hard, yes. I had a bug where my strong buff won't work. I've had it for like 2 weeks now. You're like strength buff? That's weird. Sorry if it's already asked, but is this a dungeon just pull into entrance? I mean, you could say, yeah, it's like an overworld dungeon. But no, it's not really a dungeon. It's just an area in the overworld and glass flats. What upgrades do I still need? I mean, like, I need my helmet. I need a helmet, breastplate. Like, I think there's a face mask and a necklace that I could use, and then pants. But I mean, it's not really a big deal. There's a few items I could use. We might try to go start camping them soon. We'll see. Got to get the group together and motivated. If you wanted, you got like a month or so of camping stuff. I mean, really a few days, depending how lucky you get. But it's really just a few days. Like, the items that I need are not super rare. Like, the helmet is honestly pretty common. I think it's the common drop. So, yeah. Some of the stuff that I need is not super rare. But it's just about getting over there and doing it, really. And the thing is, people really aren't that, like, motivated to do it, which is part of the issue. Is people just really aren't motivated because of the pushback and all the changes and stuff. This is always the big pull. I don't like this pull. I'll try to do it a little bit differently. Mobs should have spawned by now. I feel like what the heck's going on here? We shouldn't have this much downtime. This is weird. Pop outside. Oh, this mob popped. Oh boy. You know, I'm kind of upset about Monster Memories. They made me change my name, Third Leg, because they said it reference, but then also reference because I'm a monk and I kicked so fast. They would think I had. I mean, come on, dude. You know what you meant. That's a silly thing to be mad about. You know what you meant. I'm gonna go after this last PH. I'm gonna have to head out. Unfortunately. You know what you meant. You're doing the thing that devs hate that people do, which is playing the I don't know card, and you know, come on. Like, they gotta deal with too much of that kind of garbage. Like, there's no reason to add to it. I mean, your name in here alone is the same. It's the same thing, right? It's a consistent thing that you do. Like, come on. It's very consistent. No, I don't know. You're clearly, you like to make names that mean multiple things, right? You do it, it's consistent. And then you want to complain about it. It's a silly complaint. But anyway, I got to head out. Kiddos volleyball game. So thank you so much for being here. Do appreciate it. I'll be back on here tomorrow morning. I probably don't think I'm going to stream anymore today. But I'll be back on here tomorrow morning. Whoops. I'll be back on here tomorrow morning for some more Monsters and Memories. Definitely be back on my normal schedule by Monday. But, you know, I got family stuff and, all the things that comes with having a family. So I'll be doing that for the day and enjoying all that. But definitely tomorrow morning for a couple hours, Monday morning like normal for, crazy long streams. Take care. Have a good one. Appreciate you all, and I will see you next time.